Okay. Before I start, I'm honestly really nervous to do this and I don't know why. But anyways, hi. This is my theory, maybe on Ateez's song Bouncy, okay, Hot Chili Peppers. Clarify, nothing to do with like Ateez's lore and like their stories and the sun is suddenly going behind a cloud. It's to do with like the actual song, the lyrics, the choreography, what I think the story behind its existence maybe is. Okay. So the first thing I want to bring up is that Bouncy as a song on the album, the new album that they released, is kind of out of place. It kind of doesn't seem like it belongs entirely. Like, if you look at the other songs on the album, some of them very clearly, you know, are for the cowboy theme, the outlaw theme that they're going for. Some of them fit in more with, you know, Ateez's actual lore, their story that they're trying to tell. But Bouncy doesn't really fit into either one of those categories. Like, it's very much its own thing. It's got its own very different sound from everything else on the album. And, you know, maybe that's intentional, maybe it's not meant to because it's the title track and they wanted to get attention, they wanted to be, you know, grab you and anyone else out there that might be listening. And I think it is still different, but maybe not just for those reasons. I think there are other reasons that it's meant to grab you and get your attention. Okay, so the next part, not the other thing, the next part, there's 3 parts. The next part to look at is the lyrics, very specifically the chorus of Bouncy. So I have a little English translation here, which I'll read. Slow it down, make it bouncy, starting now fly, a different kind of spicy, Young chili pepper vibe. If I mispronounce that, I'm very, very, very sorry, okay? If you want to know how, I can show you right now. We're making it bouncy, set it on fire, fly. And a young chili pepper is just a type of chili pepper from South Korea, and it is very, very spicy. Information you might want to know. I was curious, put it in. And just keeping those words in your mind for just now when I get to my conclusion. Just, you know, have that in the back of your mind a little bit. Okay. Why are my pages out of order? I'm not prepared. So, my big linchpin in my entire theory is the choreography, right, of the chorus of Bouncy. So, when I first watched the music video, okay, maybe not the music video, but like their performances of Bouncy, the thing I really noticed is that in the chorus of the song, in the dancing, there are a lot of moves that look very similar to other Ateez dances, right? So I'm going to work the chorus backwards and sort of tell you what I think the moves are. Again, all of this is speculation. I have no proof. I spent, I don't know, half an hour watching Ateez dance practices this morning, just trying to like pinpoint maybe this one, maybe it's this one. This is all for fun anyways. So, right at the end of the chorus for Bouncy is this move, the shoulder shake, which is fireworks. I'm the one. Very clearly it's that move that they all do where they shake their shoulders and we kind of make fun of them a little bit for it. But very definitely it's like, again, not exactly, they're not as aggressive in it as in Bouncy as they are in Firework, but it's the same concept, right? Then, right before that is this move, which I couldn't find anything exactly, because this is a very specific hand movement, but like the placing of the body, the clapping, that could be a variety of different songs. I also thought Fireworks, you know, there's Sans little sexy shimmy that he does, whatever it is, I don't know what to call it, but it gave me the same vibes. Again, speculation, there are a lot of other dances that can also fit that move if you change the hands, like what they look like, but the positioning, I got Fireworks. Anyways. Then, before that, is, what I think is a pretty iconic, is the clap. And my first thought when I saw it was Pirate King, actually. They do this move. Again, I'm not doing any of them very well, and I'm sitting down. but hopefully you get the idea. So yeah, Pirate King, that's the one I thought. It's got a similar one hand up, one hand down. Another one that I saw when looking through all the dance practices this morning is Halazia. They do this move. They do a move with their arms up, and obviously a clap is different from holding your arms up, but it's just what I thought of immediately. I was like, oh, that looks like Pirate King, in my opinion. Okay. Then the next two parts before that, this part, the spicy, that's Bouncy. That is completely Bouncy's move. It's its own thing. That's how it exists. And then before that, the very iconic, again, I think, the very iconic drop sequence is also Bouncy. That's, in my heart, my mind, from what I watched in all the dance practice videos this morning, that's its own thing. Those two moves are Bouncy's moves. But the important one, right, when they do the chorus for a second time after they do the countdown, 1, 2, 3, and they do the train, this one, that is important because to me, my first thought when I saw it was Say My Name. Okay. Why is that important, you may ask? Well, let's go back to the end of last year. At the end of last year, a lot of 18 will remember that there was a bit of a scandal that someone else had stolen Ateez's choreography from Say My Name. Very specifically, they have this move where they say they're like driving a car, riding a bike kind of thing, but they have one hand out and they glide their feet and they move across the space, the stage, whatever it is, right? And it's very like a unique move. You notice it. It's very in your face. This is different. And someone, his name's in my notes, but I don't feel like giving them credit. They took that move and put it into their dance for their song, copy and paste, basically. Verbatim, didn't change anything about it. They just were like, I want this move, I'm gonna put it in my dance. Didn't give credit, didn't acknowledge. And the thing is about this whole situation is that Ateez took notice, right? They weren't quiet about it. They were like, hey, we see what you're doing and we don't like it. And Ateez got involved, like not badly, but you know, I saw countless video edits of, you know, look at this, look at their moves, you can tell it's the same. Here's Ateez on stage calling these people out, you know, they were doing the biting motion, it got, I mean, everywhere, you know, you noticed it. So, what does any of that have to do with Bouncy? Here we go. What I believe Bouncy is by Ateez, it's like their response to that whole situation, okay? Not in your face, that this is what we're saying, but it's in the subtext, it's how you read into it. You know, here we go, English literature, subtext, the blue curtains makes him sad, whatever. But here is how I interpret very specifically the chorus of Bouncy, but I mean the song as a whole, but the chorus of Bouncy. Keeping in mind that it's different from the rest of the album, the words that they use, the choreography that they chose, this is what I think the chorus of Bouncy is saying, right? What they're saying is that, hey, listen, if you want to steal our moves, the least you could do is change it in like any way, any shape. Do something. You know, you could slow it down. You could make it bouncy. You know, actually, you know what? It's so easy. We'll do it. In our own song, with our own old moves, we'll make it different as a whole different kind of vibe. Maybe a spicier vibe. You know, take a look at us. And even in the chorus they sing, if you want to know how, I can show you right now. Okay? So that is my theory about Bouncy. Obviously, I have no proof. I have no evidence of anything. My sources are, trust me, bro. But I would love to think that if it was intentional, if that is, like, what they wanted to do, that is so cool and so genius, so subtle. I love it. I love it so much, and in my heart, that is the meaning of Bouncy from now until forever. And like, to everyone involved, not just Ateez themselves, because clearly they have to know what's going on, you know, but anyone else who worked on the song, on the lyrics, anyone who worked on the choreography, blah, blah, you know, and it could have been the same choreographers from past songs, then they just used old moves, but hey, works in my favor. I'm not gonna say no to that. But even to, like, the company, to KQ Entertainment, for being like, yeah, go do that, put it out there, get your message across, live your life, Ateez, and tell them what you really think. We support you. Like, that's pretty big of a not so big company to do, you know? To give their idols and their group that freedom to be like, we stand behind you, stick to your morals, stick to your beliefs. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole theory. If I've missed anything, any moves in the choreography, or maybe you have listened to this and you have your own opinion or your own take on it, or anything really, talk to me. I really want to know if anyone thinks the same thing that I do, or they think something completely different. I'm just a girl in her bedroom with her phone recording. Who am I to say what's wrong or what's right? But yeah, can't wait for their next music video. And I'm never gonna watch this video again, but I will post it. So, bye.